me what have you read? Have you gone through the question papers? Question papers of 2021 mains. Have you gone? General studies, open the first, second, third, fourth, fifth paper. Have the papers with you?
Yes, I tried, but I didn't block the phone.
You are on the phone, you can.
Yes, sir.
The battery is not.
सर बैटरी है इसमें पर वो दूसरा फोन है.
You Google this.
इसमें डाटा रिचार्ज भी करवाता है.
Okay. You find out paper 1, paper 2. Day before yesterday we discussed about the essay paper, which like for the mains 2021, which was held on Monday. Do you know the mains are going on for 2021 exam? So the first paper was the essay. We discussed those essays. Some people are flagbusters like, what these are, we don't understand. Do you understand? I'll give you, who has written the essay? Kindly come here and speak. They will write and then they will find out what was the essay. These are the questions you will get. You won't get easy questions. You come and you stand and then sitting you just speak. You have written that, oh yeah, you didn't come. Yeah, you just. You're sitting, you can. The first essay, section A.
The process of self-discovery.
Slowly, tell them.
The process of self-discovery has now been technologically.
These were the 12 essays which were there in the paper 1. So this kind of question you would get. Not easy questions. So I discussed then how to approach these questions. Okay, fine. Section A, first essay was?
The process of self-discovery.
Right. The process of self-discovery
has now been technologically outsourced.
The process of
Self-discovery has now been technologically
outsourced. You find out from the, if you don't want to write, you find out from this thing. So you discuss this, these are the questions like, can you answer this? Do you understand? First question, find out from your net. Google it, essay paper 1 main. Google it on the phone. And find out. This is the way to prepare, not sitting like and coming for lectures and writing. This won't, we won't succeed in IAS. Even if you succeed, you may pass mains and then you fail in interview. Find out. First, you note down my number, save on your phones. Because from today the classes, I think that there is some problem. They have closed the coaching institutes.
Yes.
You know that, na?
Yes.
So you will find difficulty. I think after that they are thinking of online section, but online classes won't be like interactive. You asking me or telling me anything. So that would be only me telling you that, and there won't be any interaction. So you know if you have any problems, you phone me. No, don't save on your phone.
Yes, sir.
This is important for you. Note 700. Save on your phone 6739818. You can Google me 700 67. You also write down 700673918. And you save it on your phone. If you have problem, Gmail me. We'll meet in Google Meet. Okay? I will discuss. You know how to operate Google Meet, na?
Yes, sir.
So we can discuss all these things on Google Meet. Save on the phone. My name is Ajesh, AJESH. So you save it on your Google. So you save it. If there is problem, Google Meet me. I'll send you send me the code. I'll join you in the meeting. So we can discuss if you have problem. That's why, like I told you day before yesterday, we discussed this essay question. A lot of things you have missed. You wouldn't know how to approach the essay paper unless you know. Because have you found out the essay paper? Find out. You will find the difficulty level of it. Essays are very easy. But they have given, you will be stumped. You will feel like being crashed. So you won't be able to attempt, and you will come and like, oh, the paper was very difficult, I couldn't do anything. So you find out. Have you found out? Tell me the first essay. Which was the first essay? Section A, first essay. Process of self-discovery is technologically outsourced. This is the way to approach this exam, not like sitting, writing, lecturing at traditional coaching institutes or the classes you go to universities. Any one of you doing your postgraduate or masters? Pursuing? No, no, you are sitting at home. What are you doing now? You are doing post-graduation. You are post-graduate. You are undergraduates, huh? You are done with the bachelor's, not master's. Anyone joined university? No, just know this year you finish your, huh? Have you appeared for university exams? You are appearing. You won't join for university for masters. Prepare for this. Okay, but that is the mistake you are making. I tell you why. Pursue simultaneously your masters as well. You will be, because you will be stuck. It is a very difficult exam. You will find out from this essay question. You will be stuck, and it will take 2, 3, 4 years, and you will be wasting your life. If you are going for this thing, masters, at least you get a degree. You can do something. You get BEd, masters, in the subject of your interest, like the one you are pursuing in the IAS exam. That will help you. Definitely go for this master's degree. Don't waste your time. Do you think I will sitting at home, I will be able to prepare for it? You won't be. You will fail, definitely fail. And that will waste your life and your number of years. It is a very tough exam. I am not saying it's a tough exam, it's a very easy exam. But to prepare for it, it requires a different method. So pursue masters, go for masters, simultaneously prepare for it. And choose the subject of your the one you have the option in your mains. Like sociology, you have in your department, university, society, that will help you. Don't waste your year or 2 years this way. I'm just suggesting, it's up to you, your choice. Okay, you have found out. What is the first essay? What does it mean? Can you make sense of it? You read all the 8 essays. 8 essays, whatever. Tell me what you have found out. Does anybody understand anything about these essays? What are these? Yes, day before yesterday we discussed thoroughly these 8 essays. About these essays, how to attempt these questions. You are not there the day before yesterday. You were there, no? So you have found out something. You have written. You tell me also. You might have studied something in addition to what I told. So tell me what. Do tell me. So you read it and find out all the essays. History repeats itself. First as a tragedy, then as a farce. What does it mean? You have to write 12 pages, 10, 12 pages in exam. Can you? First, if you don't understand it, what would you write? You have to understand the thing. No? This is the way you have to open your mind. I think open your mind, broaden your mind, read everything. Somebody said this is philosophy. The philosophy students will help those. These are from the philosophy section of the syllabus or the philosophy option. So that would help. That is not the case. General study is a level playing field. 4 papers, that would help you in general study if you score more. If you are weak in something, that will cover that aspect. Okay, tell me more. Self-discovery, technologically outsourced. Do you make any sense of these statements? Do you? Okay. Yes. You tell me that some essay you pick up and tell me which the one you know. Pick up one essay which you know. Tell me something about it. This is a hand that rocks a cradle, rules the world. Do you understand what does it mean? Hand that rocks the cradle, rules the world. This is essays there. You have found out, no? So this is there. Hand that rocks a cradle, rules the world. What does it mean? Do you understand? That is the thing. These are very simple things. You have to write 10, 12 pages. Good intellect with your intellectual power. Hand that rules the world, hand that rocks a cradle, rules the world. What does it mean? Me telling you, giving you notes, you writing, that won't help in this exam. This is not the way to go. It's a very different kind of thing now. Only no, though you find it difficult, but it's very easy for nowadays. The exam has become very easy. In my time, it was very tough. Nowadays, even the vacancies are more, so it is easy to get through this exam. Tell me something you have read and understood. Have you understood anything? You have to write 1,200 words, 1,000 to 1,200 words, 10, 12 pages on the answer sheet. Do you understand anything? How would you write if you don't understand anything? Do you know something about IAS? So this is the exam. You are preparing for 23 to 2023. So how would you do? You know nothing. These are very simple statements.
Yes.
But these are very, you will be like clean board in the first attempt only. So tell me, understand, find out. I told them that is what I am trying to make you aware of. Google these statements. Google these statements and find out.
This question, the process of self-discovery has now been technologically
Outsourced,
outsourced.
yeah.
We can relate it with the social media,
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook, etc.
Yes.
Because now these platforms tells us
Uh,
what I am or who I am or what personality status I
very
have
good, very good.
and how the people knows about me and
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that is
all
a
that
good,
stuff.
good part. Self-discovery as well, you get gaining knowledge. Nowadays, like earlier what used to happen, you will try to find books and read them. Now everything you could Google it and you will find it technologically outsourced. So self-discovery is not there.
Yes.
So you have the material on your hands. So you knowing yourself is also out of it. Now you technology, Instagram telling you who you are. They will give you a profile. This is you who you are. More, you have to write 1,000 words. Can you write?
Yes.
This is, then write and tell me something. Write and tell me something about this. Everybody attempt one essay and tell me something. Everybody attempt one essay out of this 8 essays. You also attempt. Then tell me. Then I tell you how to clear this exam. You are not preparing for this exam like the way professional people do. You are just coming academic 1 to 12th or BSc, whatever those teacher would come and write something on a board and you copy. That is not the way to preparation. This is a totally different ballgame. Write something. Even write 50, 100 words you write on any topic. Then I'll find out your potential. This is a very easy exam. I tell you, this is very easy. Whatever has been written. But you'll find it very difficult. This is a very simple that way. You won't get as simple as India's nuclear program, write about 1000 Indian space program. You get these kind of questions where you have to apply your mind first to understand the topic and then to write. Pick up any one topic and write something about it. Then let me know. I have given them the essays which had come in the mains essay paper. So you also find out get your mobile out and find out the essay papers mains 2022, mains 2021 exam. And find out what gaps are there in your thinking and writing. Read all the 8 essays first and then pick up one and write something about that. Have you understood the hand that rocks a cradle rules the world? What does it mean?
So it is all about the motherhood
Very good.
as a preeminent force.
Very good. Good, right. Very good. You have understood this thing. This is a quote of, this is the quote in a poem. This is somebody has quoted in a poem. I don't know the name of the poet. Wallace or something like that.
William Lawrence Wallace.
William Lawrence?
Wallace.
Yeah, William Lawrence Wallace. This is the way to prepare for IAS. Otherwise, this is just you are going through motions. Coming, teaching, making notes, like academic teaching. Professor comes, gives you notes, writes on blackboard, whiteboard or blackboard, and then you note and go and memorize. You don't apply your intellectual muscles. Finish? Okay, right. Exercise your intellectual muscles. This is memory muscles, intellectual muscles exercise. If you have any doubt, do ask me while writing. If you have any doubts, do ask me.
So rational is real and real is rational. इस नाम example Lord Ramaji ने देखा ना.
What?
So they have created for some certain reasons and then they destroy.
That is mythology. Okay, yeah, you can give, but you have to support your arguments with examples. You write, let me know what is in your mind. Okay. You know what rational is? What is rational?
It's rational
That is subjected to logic.
yes,
That is logic, not based on faith or other things. That is logic, means something is logical. That there is cause and effect relationship. Something happens and then there is a result. So that is rational. Yeah, right.
Finished? Tell me what you have written, which topic you have chosen. Others write, continue with your work. Yeah, you tell me.
From section is the second question. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me.
Okay, tell me what have you written.
I don't know much about it, but
Okay, no problem. I am not judging you by what your philosophical writing or what. I'll just find out what I. Okay.
from this very inspiring and motivating phrase, that is your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me. You can expect so many ideas depend on our thought process. Everyone deals with their situations in different ways, and the ability of processing the situation varies from person to person. We all humans on this planet judge and put our opinions so easily as we think that our point of view would be the most appropriate as far. But the writer of this phrase wants to show clear mirror to the people that whether you are feeling positive or negative about me, the crux of that thought will make you aware about yourself. There is a clear message in this phrase that whatever we think about others, it can be good or bad too. But it shows our own personality, because everything that exists in this planet has two aspects. One is bad side and the other one is good. It completely depends on us what we want to get from anything. The other half of the phrase has the boosting power in itself. It proves the very profound saying that is action speaks louder than words, which means if we want to get success in life, or we want to prove something, then there is only one way to go ahead, that is working more and more on ourselves, and output of the hard work that we have done would be the biggest answer to each and every question in our life.
Very good, very good. Good attempt. At least you have made an attempt, like you try to find out the. Right. Then write. I'll give you examples. Let me know. This is very good attempt. I would say this is very good attempt. Good. Okay, write more. Let me know. You finished? Finished? Tell me what you have written, which topic?
The
And
that talks the creator rules the world. It is not only an aesthetically pleasing it, but rather a full-blown poem written by William Ross Wallace called "What Rules the World," published in 1865. It refers to the diviniate, the laborious experience.
it refers to the
Diviniate.
divinity. Divine yet.
Yes.
You said divine yet? Okay, divine.
Motherhood while praising mothers, and what better day to write this article than Mother's Day. This proverb does not mean that a mother literally rules the world. It does imply that a mother plays on all powerful rules in the life of her child. It means that a mother has power in the household and the community and smallest unit of the world. As a mother, women are the most defining factor that can bring a change in the society. The proverb celebrates motherhood and her role in transforming a child into an achiever. Since the future lies in the hands of the kids of today, but the future of the kids is in their hand of their mother. In that sense, she is indeed a defining factor which can bring a greater change in the society as a whole. A mother is a teacher, mentor, guide, and companion of a child. The influence of a mother during the formative years of a child has a vital role to play in shaping the child's behavior, development, and emotional growth.
Very good. Good. Write something more. Can you write? This is just 100, 200 words. You are written from the net or from yourself? Okay, very good. Good attempt. Write something more. Write some points. What examples you can, like Chhatrapati Shivaji, his Jijabai mother. She was the real builder of Shivaji. The way she built up his character and his earlier growth, the way she groomed him, so he could be a king, very powerful king. So these kind of things. Other successful people. like Napoleon's mother, other people. You find, right, I'll tell you. You go take out your mobile and find out about the mains essay paper. 2021 exam, that is on Monday that exam was held. So you find out what topic, you write something on one topic. Find out that, get that paper. Don't have balance. Somebody tell her about the topics. One who has written. You'll write something in, day before yesterday, somebody asked me, now we are taking the help of net. What would happen in the exam? You won't be allowed the mobiles. Now what would you? Then your brain has to be your net. Then you won't say, I don't have balance. Can you write? I don't have balance in my brain, so I can't write. Would you? You have to use your brain. I'm not saying this thing. This is not something. You have to use whatever resources, limited resources you have. You tell somebody who has written tell her. Show her the topics. This topic you write. Finish fast, and then I'll come to the general studies paper as well. Tomorrow I'll talk about it. You write. That would give you a boost to your confidence. You would know how to prepare for the exam, for the mains, then prelims. I'll give you the strategies, tools, and techniques how to approach the exam. You will definitely succeed, I'll assure you. You ask me something if you have problem. Have you understood the topics? Tell me. Pick up any topic and tell me which topic have you picked. I'm trying to change your mindset of approaching this exam. Rather than I'm telling you, giving notes on science and technology also, that won't help you. That is simple academic exercise. That won't help you in exam. It is a totally different ball game. I can do that. I can make money giving you notes and this and saying this, and you come and write and jot down, and then you go home and revise and memorize. That won't help you, because there is defense technology question in general studies paper. I'll come to that. Has somebody gone through that general studies paper, science and technology portion? You might have found two questions, one on biotechnology, other one on S-300 missile. S-300 missile is part of defense technology, which I am teaching. I will come to that as well. So two questions, if you had known you would have written and get the full 20 marks, 40 marks. Written? Tell me which topic you picked up. Okay, tell me.
A best practice is a method or technique that has been generally accepted as superior to any alternative because it produces results that are superior.
Are you, 1 second, sorry. Are you comfortable with me asking you write and then speak? Are you? If something is wrong, do tell me. I am sorry if I'm not thinking of harassing you or doing something. I'm just preparing you like a coach. If you are going for Olympics, you have to be prepared. You know something, you have the positive. I told you to do the SWOT analysis, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities. So you have a lot of strengths. My job is to hone those strengths. Otherwise, coaching is telling you, and simply you come to the coaching class, or you say come to the sports academy and just do the push-ups, and that won't help you. You have to know the techniques, how to approach how to go to the Olympics. Okay, tell me. Sorry.
It produces results that are superior to those achieved by other means, or because it has become a standard way of doing things. For example, a standard way of complying with legal or ethical requirements.
Sorry, repeat, come again. No, from that legal and ethical before that.
become a standard way of doing things. For example, a standard way of complying with legal or ethical requirements. Best practices are used to maintain quality as an alternative to mandatory legislated standards and can be based on self-assessment or benchmarking. Even the best practices keep on evolving. What were best practices in past are now considered outdated and inefficient. What are now considered the best practices will be obsolete and inefficient in future. They will be replaced by better practices. At workplace, best practices include involving working in decision making, giving opportunity to workers for skill development.
Good.
No gender discrimination extra. Technology can also help to make the best practices of today even better. Technology has replaced many manual processes with digital processes. It has made the task easier, cheaper, and time efficient. Best practices are the ideal, most efficient, safe, and effective method to do some tasks. As no person is perfect, likewise, no practice is perfect. Every practice has some drawbacks. It is possible to improve it and make it better or to replace the existing practices with the better practices. Therefore, it is said that there are better practices to the best.
Very good. Write something more. Good attempt. You have some ground, some basis. That's you can succeed definitely, but you need effort. Okay, write something more. Something you have written good words. Write bombastic. This is known as what is this? Metaphorical flourish. English. You might have seen the books written by authors, not Indian authors, some local authors copying textbooks from the author. They're written by the real original thinkers, like these people, Max Weber, Emily Durkheim. These people in your fields as well. Every field has got a lot of thinkers. Those writers, those who have written big words, see what kind of writing, what kind of words they use. So those kind of words. Good attempt. At least you have made an attempt by analyzing the topic. You are analyzing. This is your intellectual muscle working. You are analyzing the thing. This is one of the skill you need for civil services. Have you picked up the topic? Picked up the topic. Are you okay? Comfortable? Okay, then pick up a topic. Then write something. Let me know. If you first try to read all the 8 essays, and then tell me what do you understand all those 8 or some of them? Let me know. This is not a pick and choose. You have to be very sure about the topic you're picking up. Take a printout of this essay paper and the general studies paper and keep it with you and bring it to the class whenever you come. I think from tomorrow there won't be any class, offline classes. So, okay, I'm just telling you, write, you write. Take a printout of all these question papers and keep with you and bring to class and ask me questions. Written? Finish? Tell me. What you have written? Which topic?
So the hand that dog that the cradle rules the world.
Okay.
So the talk speak about the power of the mother on upbringing a child. It means that the mother who raises a child determines his her character and features. The influence of the mother has the impact on the society that will created by the next generation, but it does not mean does not need to mean that the mother herself rule the world. Inside it, creating a new generation that would rule the world one day. All the greatest rulers were once had child pampered by their mother. If not the mother caring, she would have not been gotten to a great height. For example, who was inspired by the Shivaji Maharaj as a child with story of the great heroes. It it was this inspiration that led him to lead the battle for the Swaraj and establish the Maratha Empire.
Very good. Write something more. Find out from the net. This is just one page. You have to write 12 pages. Just think. Not necessarily you give example of Shivaji only. Give example throughout the world. In Arabia, say in Europe, say in America. So many. Abraham Lincoln was raised by her. Like his childhood was not very luxurious. He had to fight every way. So these kind of examples. Find out. That will broaden. Yes.
So everything that exists is going to perish. Sir, इसके example हमें मिल जाएंगे.
Everything means me and you. We all one day will get old and die. Everything that exists.
So it's a very simple example.
Example, everything means human beings, like human beings, living beings. They all perish. They are born, then they reach adulthood and then they die. Nothing is permanent. Like this is Buddha's philosophy. This question was there in your ethics paper in, I think, 2020. The Buddha's philosophy. Tell something about Buddha. Or the philosophy of Buddha still relevant today? So that is this thing. That is, nothing is permanent. Everything is impermanent. So everything will perish. Nothing is permanent. Examples are these, not like saying Lord Ram he perished. These are not examples. Example means you can give the abstract. These are abstract concepts. Means not very material, something you can write immediately, like saying my good friend, you write immediately, you can write as this is something given very abstractly, means in a different in a complex language something been told, you have to understand it and then write. So example, you give example in the abstract form only, that the humanity, the living beings are all impermanent. As per Buddha, everything is impermanent. Philosophy you give, so something, so everything which is there, it will perish someday. So these kind of thinking should be like this, not giving Rama from somebody else. He will perish or she will perish. Finished? Tell me. Okay, continuation of what you have written earlier.
So we should try to build that kind of personality that pushes us to get more close to our goals. These days, everyone tries to define themselves by putting excuses that provides them mental satisfaction for some time, but that false relaxation of mind won't last forever. So we need to pull up our socks in every field of life to reach at the top and turn that small joy to everlasting happiness. We people always question and points out others' mistakes and try to make them feel ashamed about it. But we forget that there would also be someone in our life too who would be doing the same. So we must always try to remember that no one is perfect, but what we can do is to work on our weak points and try to fill all the gaps. Instead of arguing and making complaints about our failures, we should try to work on ourselves. Gandhiji is the well-known personality in India who proves this phrase in his practical life by fully sitting in front of Britishers. Without creating any violence, he just made Britishers realize that if you have a strong will to do something, then no hurdle can ever stop you.
Good. You are taking the help of net? Nothing. Very good. Good. Write more. Let me know your thoughts, your good thought. Somebody else who has finished something? Somebody wants to volunteer. You? Tell me. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at yourself. Have confidence. You written good. Tell me something. Topic. What is the topic? Don't this thing. This can be. That can be. Just tell me which topic you have chosen.
The first question.
Which one? That self-discovery. Tell me what you have written.
The process of self-discovery has now been technologically outsourced.
Okay.
Let's discuss.
Very good. That is a good way to start.
The world we live in today is much different from the world in which people who lived in century ago. without the social media. This is the challenge to the self-discovery in our time. People have to meditate for the peace of mind now, because social media has a great influence in their life at a great social media has an influence in our life at a greater extent. Everyone is a crazy for others likes on their post. Some persons know their life from the outsource. People change their outlooks just to get the likes on their post, and for this thing most of the platform like Facebook, Instagram, and many other applications which have been made people crazy. Uh, whatever whatever we do, we show or post on these platforms and get comment of others, and then would come to know that this thing is good or bad. We can say that this with this we are losing our self-esteem, because we are adopting ourselves on the basis of others' judgment. There was a time when actors and actresses to give their auditions for their selection, and now it is a good thing that at every doorstep at least one member we can find as a celebrity, because they have discovered why the technologically outsourced people like them and follow them. So the people lived in a century ago are far different from now lives. They were natural based people, and now even we can take an instance for that. Now people use brands according to their favorite stars, because and people follow them. Somewhere we they have lost their decision making power. For a very little thing we search like on YouTube, and then take decision. At some extent it has a benefit, because it makes more comfortable for us to choose, but at some level it reduces our decision making power at our own. If we talk negatively, we can say it as it binds us to discover something new at our own. And if we take it as a positively, it makes easier for us to choose to get familiarity in our society. That's all.
Very good, very good, good. We are getting the like crux of the matter. That is a good thing. Yeah, very good, right, good. Write something more. Then I'll take science and this general study paper. I'll discuss and then come to the science and technology portion. That would help you in your exams. So you have written more? Tell me. Are you okay now with this process? Okay, I just want to ensure. Okay, you tell me.
Technology has made the tasks easier, cheaper, and time efficient. Earlier, there was
Also listen to others, what others are. Do right and simultaneously keep one ear open to the others, what somebody is saying. Listen, assimilate.
Earlier, there was practice of physical hearing in courts, but during COVID pandemic, a new practice of virtual hearing started. Thus, the circumstances also demand updating or replacing the existing best practices with even better practices. Physical classes are best for student-teacher interaction, but during COVID pandemic time, a new practice of online classes became popular. This has its own advantage, particularly in difficult time of COVID pandemic. There is no permanent best. There is always better to the best. There is always scope of improving the best. One best agriculture practice is the minimum use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. But better than this practice can be obtained for early or organic agriculture, entirely organic agriculture. Like in clinical trial, the best practice includes keeping computerized record of all patients and publish all the good and adverse effects of medicine. But better than this practice can to have an independent observer of whole clinical trial also. So it's always possible to improve our practices and make it better, or to replace the existing practices with the better practices.
Very good. Very good. Good. Very good. You people are trying, that shows some promise. Somebody else? Somebody else? You have written something? Yeah, tell me. Which topic?
Self-discovery, sir.
Okay.
Self-discovery is the process of acquiring insight into one's own character. It involves discovering about yourself, what you like and dislike about yourself. It is a kind of holistic approach and not individualistic. It enables one to decide what type of life one wants to live. By self-discovery, one can strengthen himself as it is a phenomenon requiring deep and accurate understanding about self. With the technological innovations, people are finding it easy to discover about themselves. Internet can help us to change ourselves into how we want to look and share that look through social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, where we can express ourselves as we want, which will attract others. It helps us to create ourselves as we desire, inspired from our ideas. Editing ourselves for social media platforms makes one superior to real life. Technological innovations are here to discover more about ourselves, which was not available in the past. Self-discovery is an important aspect of human growth and happiness, and it can be technologically enhanced.
Good, 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 good. This thing, you have taken the help of net, na? Some little bit. So this self-discovery, see, structuring of argument matters a lot. You have taken a position, you going with the, what the topic is, what the topic has conveyed, like self-discovery has been outsourced technologically. So you are taking this position. Little bit you also add in negatively, you go against this thing. You are taking this stand that is, okay, I agree with you. Write in this, in the first line that I agree with this statement.
It's not enough, sir.
Yeah, no, that is okay. So you are right that I am trying to tell you how to approach the question. That would help you scoring more marks. So that, okay, you write more. I'll tell you later these things. So I'm just trying to find out your potential. Like you are, how are you attempting the questions? Your comprehension, whether you comprehend the question, this topic, then you structure something. How you, that is your, this is an attack on you, on your knowledge. Whether you know something, so UPS is attacking you. So you are, whether you are well prepared, that way you are a little bit prepared, I would say. Okay, somebody else? Somebody else? You written something? Okay, tell me. Also, you also listen to what, not just your topic, other topics as well, because 8 topics are there. So you should have knowledge about all the topics. So you should be so confident you can attempt any topic. Not like, oh, this is from out of my syllabus, this is out of my topic, I can't write, this is not my optional. So you should be confident in all the subjects. Okay, tell me, which topic? So, okay, right. 3 people have taken self-discovery. She 1, 2 and 3. Okay.
Self-discovery is the process that involves discovering yourself physically and socially, and as well as in regards to life and things happening around us. It requires deep analysis and an open-mindedness to accept one's just as it is. But in today's world, the act of self-discovery has been outsourced to technology. In this present century, technological outsourcing of self-discovery has become a trend. Today we live in a world where from programming to grocery delivery to education, almost everything is kind of outsourced. In the web of mutual outsourcing, we may feel more independent than ever, but the case is we are just addicted to reliable and easily available outsource. Earlier, self-discovering oneself was done by getting close to nature and meditating, but in present century, it is replaced by posting about nature and watching people do meditation on social media platforms like Instagram or Facebook. It has deceived us in believing that by joining some club can help us in achieving our greatness. The virtual reality helps us design our own character on a video game. It is another aspect of self-discovering outsourced by technology. Our young generation, as exposed to TV, internet, make their idol, role model, and way of thinking controlled and influenced by someone else sitting in different corner of the world. This century were dominated by technology, but humans have a blessing called as conscious will or choice. It does not mean that one should dispose technology. It is somehow important in many aspects of life, but bringing out its invisible, deceiving nature is one's responsibility. For self-discovery, nothing but confidence to accept one's weakness and analysis of one's strength is needed with a little more of discipline.
Very good. Good. Who else? You? You? Finished? Who else? You? Tell me, which topic? Listen to our topic as well.
History repeats itself, first as tragedy, second as fires.
Mm-hmm.
History is the recording of events describing human evolution. The German thinker Karl Marx once proposed that history repeats itself, suggesting that any event will likely to occur and then reoccur. First as tragedy, then as farce, in an endless loop of self-citations. Examples of history repeating itself are Hitler and Napoleon invading Russia, the Great Depression and the Great Recession, natural history, mass extinction. First, it's a tragedy because it shouldn't have happened. Then it's farce because we didn't learn from our mistakes the first time around. By repetition, which at first appeared merely a matter of chance and contingency because on real and ratified existence. Like there were serfs and feudal lords in feudalism, bourgeois and proletariats in the capitalism. It clearly reflects the repetition of history with change in time. It's Marx's view of dark humor. For power and authority, many great leaders like Napoleon Bonaparte and first arose the feeling of nationalism among the French people in French society, and then he himself became emperor. Many revolutions like Russian, French, American inspired the whole world in various aspects. This makes history to repeat itself.
Very, very good. Good. Write something more. Find out more. This is just one page. You have to elaborate 10, 12 pages. I think this is good start. This will give a good impression to the examiner. That's good. Who else? You? Written? Speak. Which one? No problem. I am not here to judge you like written, relevant or philosophical or whatever.
As we know, the phrase history repeat itself means the same thing happens again.
Mm.
Tragedy means a very sad event, and farce means something that is precious but not taken with respect. Now I will elaborate my essay with the occupation given as a history repeat itself, first as a tragedy, second as a farce. Everything in this world is contemporary and one day came to an end with some lessons. But humans, as the ultimate creation of God, would never learn any lesson. He only indulged in destroying the beautiful creation of God. He thinks as he is the only maker of this planet and rule over it, but everything is contemporary. Maybe he rules for a year, 10 years or 50 years, but what happens after that? He collapses. Evolution of man includes various processes. Firstly, he just was same as monkey. After that, he started walking on two feet with a tail. And finally, today man is well developed. Each stage deals with some lessons, but unfortunately, man has learned nothing but only want to rule. As a science, as science also tells us great lesson with the help of Newton's third law of motion, as for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. I just want to elaborate it with some other examples. Firstly, continuously increase in the concentration of CO2 by anthropogenic activities lead to the destruction of ozone layer and increase in the size of ozone hole. And one day this will result in collapse of everything. It's not just imaginary, but we have two examples in history. Pandemic of chickenpox in 90s as same as pandemic in 20s, and result in tragedy as some children become orphans, some lost their families completely, or other have and other some took it and other took and other took this pandemic as a fun. Everything in this world going happens in a cyclic manner. One more example I would like to give is of Ravana. He gets a bone from Almighty Shivji, but his self-assurance put him in death by Ram. Same thing happened in the battles of occupying territory of each other, as one gets defeated and other gets victory. In ancient times, it was believed that whole landmass on Earth is a single continent, but after that, firstly it split into two pieces in the form of tragedy, but literally this process continues and results in the creation of seven continents. The process further continues as it was.
Okay, good attempt. Okay. Write some points first. First, good points you write. You have tried your best, but you should write some points like she told history, mass extinctions, like this way. Your attempt is good, but something like you extract needs to be good. You have tried to write it from your own perspective. That is good. Anyway, write more. This is I'll find out and tell you where to cover up. Somebody else, you written? Which one? Very fast. Super fast. Okay.
Your perception of me is a reflection of you, and my reaction to you is an awareness of you.
Okay.
The words by Coach Bobby tell a great truth about how things actually function. All our beliefs, attitude, and view are a part of how we approach new things in life and evaluate new people and new circumstances.
If
Okay.
you form an opinion on a certain person, your opinion will be one part input you actually receive from them and other part of your own mind. If we have negativity around us, we will project our cynical judgment to entire world. Remember the arrogant wolf in the childhood bedtime story who raged at his own reflection and jumped into the well. Besides the individual's life experience, our general social experience determines our worldwide view and what kind of opinion we make about people. Once we become more comfortable with ourselves, we not only don't look out for our flaws in others, but in fact we turn our own gaze inward and feel humble. That is the actually path of self-awareness.
Very good. This from net you cover. You written from your book. But you have understood the concept, that is more important. Not this thing, net is okay. But you have understood the concept, this is good. This is the way to write. I mean, these are the ways, like she has written, he has also attempted. But this is a way, this is the language way. You copy from, you check from the net, but these are the ways you have to write. Like self-awareness means she has given bedtime stories being told as a wolf singing in the winds. We have to give those examples and build on those examples. Then you'll be able to cover 10, 12 pages. Very good attempts. At least you are comprehending the subject. That is more important. Because otherwise, yesterday, day before yesterday, somebody said, oh, what is this? Some people might have thought this is a crazy paper. What is this I have written? This is not very difficult. This is very easy, but only your comprehension power, like the checking in prelims, your comprehension power, reading comprehension. This is your verbal, this is your language comprehension, whether you can understand the language. This is more important. Okay. Now I'll tell you what to do. Now find out the question paper, General Studies, third paper, the Science and Technology. I'll tell you about the science and how to attempt that paper. General Studies, paper 3, find out, mains 2021. Science and Technology portion. I'll tell you something about it. I want to cover all the 4 papers, but because my brief is limited to only science and technology, so I'll take up those things next few classes if you want. Otherwise, I'll stick to the science and technology. Now, science and technology, what questions have come? Even ethics case study, you might have seen the paper 4. Case studies what are case studies? So simple questions. Just if you are confident about the subject, you will get good marks. Otherwise, you will be lost in the question paper only. You won't be able to write anything. You found a question, tell me about what questions have come. Paper 3. First one, which is the first question?
What are the research and developmental achievements in applied biotechnology? How will these achievements help to uplift the poorer sections of the society?
So this is just an essay. This is nothing. This question is nothing. This is just a short essay. That essay was for 1000 words. This is essays for 150 or 200 words. So this is what you have to improve your thinking, perspective and writing, how to present the idea. So this next question. I think the 20 questions are there, no? Okay. Parts they have given, part A, part B.
What are the research and developmental achievements in applied biotechnology? How will these achievements help to uplift the poorer sections of the society?
So this is about biotechnology. Other question is also there. One more question is there, 2 from science and technology.
Yes, sir.
Some defense technology.
How is S-400 air defense system technically superior to any other system presently available in the world?
So like I told you in the defense technology, Prithvi missiles. Then they would ask you question, Prithvi 6 is more important. S-300 is nothing but air defense missile. It hits the airborne targets. You know about S-300? Anybody of you know S-300, what S-300 is? Have you found out the question? This is question number what?
Question number 5.
Question number 5th. S-300 missiles.
400.
S-400. This is a series. Earlier there was S-300, then 400. Now they are developing S-500. So S-400 India is importing from Russia. So S-400. So you know, anybody of you know anything? This is about the defense technology which I am teaching you know. Defense technology. This is S-400, a missile, airborne missile, air to surface to air missile imported from Russia. Then the question is being asked is, how is it superior to its other missiles compared to, how is it superior to other missiles? So that you have to judge. You have to give an answer based on that. If you know what S4, if you don't know the S400, what S400 is, you won't be able to write. So that's what I am giving you these tidbits of information, which is helpful in prelims as well, in the mains as well. So S-300 is just this is like I told you, ballistic missiles are there, cruise missiles are there. So this S-400 is, there are different kind of missiles, air to air, surface to air, surface to surface. So these ballistic missiles are surface to surface. So this is S-400 is Russian technology. We are importing, like I told you, India is developing, India is having a defense program, IGMDP, Integrated Guided Missile Defense Program for missile production. So this way, so this they don't have this technology, they are importing from Russia. So it's the most capable missile in its category in the world right now, as for now. I'll tell you this thing later how to write. I'm just giving you how to. Then biotechnology, that topic I'll take after some time. What is biotechnology? Use of living cultures. Then the question being asked is the application. What is the question? Applications?
What are the research and developmental achievements in applied biotechnology? How will these achievements help to uplift the poorer sections of the society?
See, now this question is this application to the applied to the how this whatever it is, how the technology is applied. Like it is applied in, like I told you, in the case of earlier somewhere I don't remember, in the case of health, in the crops, agriculture, it is being used. Environmental pollution waste is being you can use it for treating sewage and all those things. Pollution, then your environment, health, agriculture, for your this thing, for treating the various diseases and finding out getting the new kinds of, then marine production, in aquaculture, in agriculture. So these are different. I'll give you an overview. I am only able to give you an overview. I'll tell you what kind of different biotechnology aspects are, and then how they are applied. See, they are asking the applied and then to the poor, how it helps the poor. Because these, if these technologies get matured or are successful, they will be cheap. You get good diet. Like the right now the this these diseases related to immune systems, they are the treatment is very expensive, in crores. You might have seen on those 20 crore for one injection. Somewhere on the net you might have seen some people collected their money. But that with the mass production and with this technology, maturing of this technology, it would get cheaper and help the poor. They can also seek this. Some poor, some person without resources is afflicted with a disease which is very expensive to treat, then he or she would die without treatment. So these are the aspects. See, the question framing is just an essay. You have to write, first you know the topic, what the topic is, that is biotechnology. You know, he's asking applied aspects of the biotechnology. Then he's asking for the poor, how it helps the poor. I told you, India is a poor country basically. So question would be more related to your socio-economic and this kind of development, how the upliftment of our rural poor. Every question, science and technology, economics, polity, everything would be related in a way to the welfare of the people. That is the way the questions are structured. That's what because like the case studies, you are an officer in some district, you won't be dealing with the missiles and space technology, you will be dealing with the people, rural people. You will be looking after construction of roads, more primary health centers. So those are the case studies. That is the structure. Another aspect, paper 4 I am telling. So those things you will be dealing as an officer. So those aspects are being taken care of. The space and technology, just general. Suppose after some promotion, you are a secretary in government and you are dealing with the Department of Space, then these things would matter. But generally, you will be more dealing with these aspects. Like I told you, in a poor country, is space or a nuclear program, like in poor country like India, is a space of nuclear program is a luxury or a necessity? Is it a luxury or it's a necessity? So this question would be framed like this. Not like this, give India's nuclear energy program. And earlier there used to be the question like this. But this is the way your mind should work. This is the way your psychology should be. That is achiever psychology. You have to think from the perspective, not from top to bottom, from bottom up. That is from the poor people. That is where the questions are structured. Some more questions you ask. What more questions have been asked in this paper? Science and first question, science and technology, what? What is the first question? Good, your grasping power is good. Your grasping power is good. Good. Tell me, first question, what is first question? Whatever. So total the paper 1, paper 3, GS 3. What are the science?
No.
What is the?
Explain the difference between computing methodology of India's gross domestic product before the year 2015 and after the year 2015.
This is all current affairs, I tell you. Like you generally go through this is very easy paper, I tell you. These are the papers are, these question papers are very easy. Earlier it used to be very tough. So if you are like very thorough with your newspaper, editorial, generally there are topics like vaccine production, socio-economic development, like Hindu or Indian Express, these papers. You find these topics are there, gender equality and these topics. You read them, you develop, these are all current affair questions. Nothing more, not very deep notes you need, big notes, science and technology, polity, governance and this and that. This is all linked, everything is linked. Like World Wide Web, everything is linked. So if you have a broad view of everything, you read these articles, then you know how they write the articles. The author, how they write, that helps you in your writing skills. Then you get the ideas, points, which you explain in your language. That is what it is. That's what question paper is. Nothing, it's not very easy exam. No, it has become only question is, your comprehension power should be more. The only thing is that. And then you express yourself very precisely and concisely, succinctly, very beautifully. That would get you marks. Then definitely I assure you get into IAS and among the toppers, first 10. I tell you. Otherwise it would be an uphill task. Oh, I am tired. If you change your mindset, it will be fun. Oh, I am going high. You will be thinking I am going high. Not, oh, it's very tough. That is a change of mindset. Okay, next question, tell me.
Distribution between capital budget and revenue budget.
See, very easy. If you know something, what is capital budget? What is revenue budget? What is? You know? Revenue, what is revenue? Income which government gets, that is cash. That is revenue budget. That what money you spending, giving salaries. Capital means you're planning big projects, space program. You're thinking of constructing a big road, big dam. So you are putting money for that. That is a capital. That will give you money back in after some time, in years. Not revenue is instant. Cash. Today, this thing.
Revenue is free of liabilities and responsibilities of the government.
That is, you don't have liability. You are creating an infrastructure, something project. Okay, tell me. She is economist. She can tell me. Okay, tell. Capital.
So capital, it is the assets which makes assets. Expenditure on these assets, it also leads the liabilities for the government and responsibilities of the government. That government should be answerable about that.
Okay, fine. This is like you're building for the future. You're building assets means what? Assets you have a term deposit in bank. That is, you don't use it. You saving bank, you go and withdraw and immediately you deposit. That is current. But term deposit, you put it for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. That is your asset. You can use it after 1 year. The value will be appreciated. Okay, what more questions? You understand? You can answer this question. But their language would be different. They won't be saying the liabilities and all those things. So you would have to give in a different kind of words. Okay, what more questions?
One is how did land reforms in some parts of the country help to improve the socio-economic condition of the marginal and small farmers?
See, this is all about poor people, poor welfare. Those questions are being asked. Okay, land reforms, you find out. This is very easy. Land, you will find so many topics. Hindu, Indian Express, they will be talking about land reforms. Generally, nowadays, nothing much is talking about land reform. Earlier, there was problem with land reforms. Like these land reforms, still there is problem. Because land holding, understand what land holdings are. Like you have a house, somebody is the owner, the papers are in his name. So land is, agricultural land is small plots are there. So small plots don't produce much. In communism, what happened? They pooled all the plots in one entity. So that would produce one farmer producing small tilling, then second farmer. So there won't be much of this thing. You cannot mechanize. That would be expensive. One small farmer going for a tractor, second farmer going for a tractor himself or herself. If you have the big 3-4 farms, you can have one tractor and doing all the work. So this is the economies of scale, economies and these things. Land reforms, then that means we should have pooling of land, right? Small agricultural land should be pooled. The farmers themselves should form cooperative societies, cooperate together, and then these are kind of land reforms. Earlier there used to be feudal lots, somebody talked about. Feudal lots means land holding, they're giving somebody to work on them and getting produce, and those people getting subsistence produce. So those things were changed. Land holdings was, this ownership was abolished. Like you might have heard about Sheikh Abdullah's land reforms in 1955. The big landowners of those time was Maharaja's people. So he abolished those people. He said, give it to the tillers, to the farmers. So that the Chaudhrys and all those things, though, they were finished. Okay, next.
How and to what extent would micro irrigation help in solving India's water crisis?
What micro irrigation means? You are using it very effectively, irrigation system, putting drips in the roots, drop dripping system. You are not flooding the whole field with water, saving water. So these are the water uses. Okay, more.
Next, very science and tech.
Okay, next, after that.
Explain the purpose of the Green Grid initiative launched at the World Leaders Summit of the COP26 UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow in November 2021. When was the idea first floated in the International Solar Alliance?
Yeah. These things, these are general information that I would give. These things you will get from you make the notes, this small thing. Then you structure those small things into the answers. What more?
Describe the key points.
Green what? Green corridor?
Green grid initiative.
Grid, yeah. What is grid? Grid, you mean electricity grid is there. It is like all this, there are different producing stations, they are united together. Okay. These are technical concepts. Okay. Next.
Describe the key points of the revised global air quality guidelines recently released by the World Health Organization. How are these different from its last update in 2005? What changes in India's national clean air program are required to achieve these revised standards?
These again, if you have read the papers now, these are current affairs. Everything is current. So these are current affair questions. If you are thorough with your paper reading, or your net, you read the read the papers on the net, then you will be able to answer. You know the thing what is being asked, then you can answer it. Next.
Discuss about the vulnerability of India to earthquake-related hazards. Give example including a silent feature of major disasters caused by earthquake in different parts of India during the last 3 decades.
Simple. If you know the earthquake, what are earthquakes, different Gujarat, wherever the earthquakes took place, 2005 and all those things. Very easy questions. Next.
Discuss how emerging technologies and globalization contribute to money laundering. Elaborate measures to tackle the problem of money laundering both at national and international level.
So you need to read a little bit of paper. What is money laundering? Means illegal, you generating money illegally. So how the technology is helping that. Bitcoins and this cyber cryptocurrencies are also helping it. So how the other online methods are helping in transfer of this money. Then this is about your this security and disaster management. That part is okay. Next.
Keeping in view India's internal security, analyze the impact of cross-border cyber attacks. Also discuss defensive measures against these sophisticated attacks.
So again, you defense this thing. If you have the idea in the defense technology, you can give some examples that we are indigenizing the technologies. We are trying to develop the technologies locally as well. So you will be able to answer this question. Okay, next. Any questions? Any questions? Do ask questions. That is, they are asking you questions. You ask me questions. UPSC is asking you questions. These are the questions only. You have to write. I am asking you orally. You ask me. Okay. Then.
Do you agree that the Indian economy has recently experienced a V-shaped recovery? Give reason in support of your answer.
What is a V-shaped recovery? You see, this is V. Something up, then down, then up. In the COVID, what happened? Earlier economy, 2019, economy was at the top. Then COVID happened, economy became almost zero. Then again, it has rebounded. It has gone up again. So this is a V-shaped recovery from here to here. This is a V-shape. If you have read the paper, if you are thorough with your current affairs, you will be able to answer this question immediately. This is V-shaped. It's simple, not very tough. Only get the concepts, get the material in your brain. You make your brain big net, not Wi-Fi net, but simple net. Yeah. Next.
Investment in infrastructure is essential for more rapid and inclusive economic growth. Discuss in the light of India's experience.
See what what is it? Again, come again.
Investment in infrastructure.
Infrastructure means what? Roads, bridges, airports, railways, ports. These things then helps. These are give the different sector about the different. Tell about the different sector. That India's initiative. So much money is being spent on this thing. Ports, new airports are coming up. New spaceports are coming up. But this is what it is. Next. question.
What are the salient features of the National Food Security Act 2013? How has the food security been helped in eliminating hunger and malnutrition in India?
Very good. This, like, if you are thorough with your this newspaper reading, then you would know the National Food Safety Act 2013 it is. Then you would know the provision. There the provision only for the poor people, how to help the poor people, how for the welfare of the poor people. So you would be able to answer. See how simple these questions are. Very simple questions. Then
what are the present challenges before crop diversification? How do emerging technologies provide an opportunity for crop diversification?
so see also this is also related to land. So crop diversification means you have the different, you have cash crops in place of rice, use your staple crops, rice and milk. But people are resisting. They're comfortable with it. This is their mindset, their psychology. We are comfortable. We are doing this for so long. We'll continue. They are not taking risk, going for the cash crops. So these are the things hindering the crops diversification. Other things are also there. Okay, next.
Next one is science of tech.
Okay.
The Nobel Prize in Physics of 2014 was jointly awarded to Akazaki, Amano and Nakamura
Okay.
for the invention of blue LEDs in the 90s. How has this invention impacted the everyday life of human beings?
This is blue LED. I don't know much about blue LEDs, but something to do with their displays on the screens. You find out from the net what blue LEDs are and what is their contribution. If you are thorough with your current affairs papers, then you would be able to answer this question. Okay. These all questions are compulsory?
Yeah.
All okay. Next.
Describe the major outcome of the 26th session of the Congress of Parties to the United Nations Global Convention on Climate Change. What are the commitments made by the India in this conference?
Simply that 50 years we will take, 2050 we will be carbon free, things like that. Okay. This finished? Yeah.
Describe the various cause and effect of landslides. Mention the important component of national landslide risk management strategy.
You can tell that imagine you are going from Jammu to Srinagar or Jammu to Bhadrawa or something, right? The trees, there is cutting of trees, that is helping, making the soil very porous. So these kind of things, apply your common sense as well. Common sense is very important. Okay, next.
Analyze the multidimensional challenges posed by external state and non-state actors to the internal security of India. Also discuss measures required to be taken to combat these threats.
This is what it is. This terrorism is like non-state actors are what? Other state actors are what? Like countries, Pakistan, China. These are state actors. Non-state actors means proxies, the small groups, Lashkar-e-Toba and all those things. They are non-state actors. They are not part of any state, though supported by the state, but they are non-state actors. So this is just about terrorism, political issue. This is that. Okay, next.
Analyze the complexity and the intensity of terrorism, its causes, linkage and abnormality.
Okay, same thing. It is, if you are thorough with, if you are reading the newspapers, current affairs, not current affairs means that this party, he has joined this party, he so many been killed in this and that. You reading the paper, big which this articles come. Reading with that, you can answer this question. Terrorism, what is happening? Some expert, internal security expert would be writing something about this. So if you know about those things, you can answer this question very well. Okay, next. Finish. So this is not a very difficult this thing. I'll coming to science and technology. From tomorrow, I think there will be only online classes. You won't be have this thing. For other people who have missed my this thing, you have come late. You come late, na? And you. So you note down this thing. You note down my phone number. Save it. Note down my save number. 700. You also note down my number. So tomorrow there won't be any classes. 700-6739-818. So you can ask me questions because you will be getting videos. You won't be asking me this. As such, you are not, even in the class, you are not asking questions. That's why you are mute spectator. Move to the step. Are you? You are not. You have the power, capability in your family. You talk to your mother, your brother and sister. You are not moved. You are not just listening to what is being told. I can bluff like the political leaders do. I can speak lies. I can tell lies. You can't catch me because you would be like silent and just listening. If you are confident, if you ask questions, even if you feel like it is a bullshit question, you ask questions. That is the way to generate knowledge and gain knowledge. That is the way. Don't be like a buffoon and sitting and just asking. So ask questions. That's why I have told you. Is that okay? So you be bold in your thinking.
Like we got in abstract articles. That will help you in this type of question exam.
जैसे ऑनलाइन क्लास होगी वो जूम पे होगी या गूगल मीट पे होगी?
I don't know that you asked them. He told me that someday tomorrow some video recording will be made and that will be sent to you. Not I don't know. I told them why not interactive class? Let's be on Zoom or Google Meet. Somebody I can answer their questions even though they don't ask questions in physically as well. But if there is some problem, I can answer them with my this words or something. You find out from them. Okay, thank you.
I used to do that.